Hey everybody, I'm Justin with ExtremeTerrain.com. Joining us today, we have Mel to talk about her 2021 two-door Bronco. Mel has the fuel wheels on there. It's the Tactic in matte black. It's a 17-inch wheel with a negative 12 millimeter offset. And wrapped around those wheels are the Cooper SST Pros. It's a mud terrain tire, 37 1250 by 17. It is a Badlands trim with the Sasquatch package, thanks to the Zone Off-Road 3-inch kit. So Mel, thank you so much again for joining me today. We really appreciate it. And
thank you for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure. Tell us what you were looking to achieve with your Bronco through this setup.
So I just wanted an aggressive look. I waited a long time to get the Bronco, and I just wanted an aggressive look, you know, and a little bit of style.
I like that. All right, well, we're gonna dive headfirst into those wheels. I'm a big fan of the fuel stuff. Obviously, they have something for everybody as far as their styling goes. You landed on the Tactic in matte black. What really drew you to that wheel?
I mean, I went through pages and pages, and they just stuck out to me. I like plain, but I also like a kind of bold, kind of says both. And I thought the Tactic did that. I thought it did it very well, actually. So
explain to everybody why you went with black as opposed to like maybe a bronze or, you know, silver wheel or something like that. Is it just you always like the black wheels?
Yeah, I did. Most of my accessories on my Bronco are the matte black, so I just kept it matte black. So yeah.
Now you did mention an aggressive setup, and you're certainly achieving that through the size and the offset of your wheel. Again, 17 8.5 is the width there with the negative 12 millimeter offset. It's giving you a little bit of that poke, even with the Sasquatch flares, correct?
Correct. Well, I did have the Sasquatch flares, but I've actually upgraded. I have they call it a vintage style fender now, but yes.
All right, very nice. Now, you would say maybe an inch outside of those flares, you would think it pokes out, or not quite?
No, I would say yes. Actually, probably, yeah, pretty close to an inch.
This stance versus the stock Sasquatch wheels certainly aren't bad, right? They're a good look, but talk about the difference between the two.
I wanted more aggressive. I also hit the trails, and I just felt the Coopers were a better fit for me. Plus, I wanted to go to 37s. That's about it.
So the Cooper, you went with the SST Pros. It's the mud terrain, like you said. Now, how does that ride in comparison to the stock Sasquatch Goodyears?
It's a little rougher ride, but I don't mind. I'm used to big trucks anyway, so this wasn't any different, you know.
You have the Sasquatch. Did you try test fit in the 37s prior to the lift, or did you add them both at the same time?
I added the lift first, and then the tires came after. I had my stock 35s with the lift, and I just wanted a, you know, more aggressive. So no, I didn't try.
That's all good. I just was curious if it had any rubbing. But with the 35, your stock wheels and that Zone Off-Road 3-inch lift, how did it look prior to upgrading? Was it like a little small for you?
It was small. I like a little more fit in my wheel well. So yeah, no, it wasn't the look I was after.
Let's talk a little bit more about the Zone kit, because it is the Adventure series. So you're getting the upper control arm with that, and then it's also adding to the already capable Sasquatch suspension. How's your experience been so far with the lifted Badlands?
It rides really well. I was very impressed, and I have no issues on the trails. Like, you know, I do mudding, I do rocks, and I've had no issue. It's actually done very well.
And now with the 37s, and in addition to the 3-inch kit from Zone, I'm guessing no rubbing, correct?
When I do some hardcore articulation, I have a little bit of rub, but not much at all. Not much, okay. Not daily, you know, and it's only when I'm getting in them tight spots that I've heard something, you know.
Do you know what it's rubbing on? Is it maybe the wheel well plastic or anything like that?
So it's the crash bar mounts on the Sasquatch. We don't have the bars, but we do have the mounts, and so it's on that.
So you're not anticipating modifying that or anything? It's not that bad?
It's not that bad, but we do plan to go ahead and take that off and just make it a cleaner, so that way it doesn't rub. I want to save my tires as long as possible.
So we got the Zone kit on there. We got the nice aggressive fuel wheels, 37-inch Coopers. What is, if anything, would you change with your setup now? Are you completely happy with everything, or is there anything you do differently?
So I'm completely happy, but I do want to go with coilovers. I actually just purchased some coilovers, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with that.
Any regrets at all with this setup at all?
No. When I go outside and I look at her, I mean, I love her. So, and I'm very pleased with how everything came out.
Now, do you have any plans at all to flash the truck at all with the 37s, like change the speedo stuff at all, or does that not really bother you that much?
So she is tuned. I have a JB4 tune right now. I do down the road, maybe want to try the Whipple or, you know, like a flash drive, something like that. And, you know, but no, right now the JB4 is doing very well.
So again, guys, that was Mel with her 21 two-door Badlands with the Sasquatch, the fuel wheels, the Tactic in matte black wrapped around those Cooper SST Pros. It's the Mud Terrain 37-1250 by 17. And last but not least, it is enjoying a little bit more height thanks to the Zone Off-Road 3-inch kit. So Mel, thanks again. And remember, for all things Bronco, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.